Hello, hello. Does this work? I believe it does. Hello. Alright, cool. So, we have the NRL 2022 draw announced today, so we're going to go through. I'll turn that down on my phone so I don't hear it, but I'm going to go through hopefully all 25 rounds. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. I'll try not waste your time, but it might take a while. We've got a lot to get through today, but I think before we get into all this stuff, I've got all the team season snapshots set up, so I'm gonna run through that and make a judgment like I did last year on maybe who has the hardest draw and who probably has the easiest draw. So we'll start off with the Brisbane Broncos. Now, Brisbane probably not the best year in 2021, but they have a lot to work on. Obviously, the inclusion of Adam Reynolds is a solid one, but so here we go. Teams they play twice. The Rabbitohs, fairly difficult with the team the Rabbitohs have next year. Adam Reynolds playing against his old side, that's kind of a given. Well, it was. That's kind of a given. Him having to play twice. The Roosters, I felt the Roosters will be quite good next year. It's a little sneak peek for my ladder predictions, which I still haven't released yet. I normally have released them by now. The Storm, again, a difficult side. Parramatta, depends when they play them. Near the back end of the season, so I reckon that's not too hard, considering the Eels usually like to fall apart a little bit. Hello everyone who is here in the chat. We got CJ who commented 2 hours ago. Liam in the chat. NRL all the way. Stephen Warren, Pete, Redo, hello everyone. And they played the Panthers, Sharks, Seagulls, Warriors, Raiders, Tigers once. Wow. Most of these I'd assume would be televised. The Friday games, I'm not sure. We'll obviously have to run through that. Not many Sunday games. If you're a Broncos fan, you can pause now and read that. I'm sure you've probably already seen it though. And storyline, of course, Adam Reynolds. So, Broncos not too bad. I think Rabbitohs, Roosters, Storm twice is quite difficult. I'd probably... I don't know. If I had to rate it out of 10, I'd probably give it like a 6, because I've got some tough teams to play twice, although, I mean, you look at the Dogs, though, they're probably going to be an improved side. Yeah, I'll give it a 6, because it's pretty difficult, to be honest. But a fairly simple start for the Broncos. But the Raiders play Storm, Panthers, Seagulls as the standouts for the twice ones. Depends if Manly will be good next year. That's weird. They've gone black, but it's kind of cool. Anyway, yeah. Rabbitohs, Roosters, Eels, all once, these teams. Tigers, Bulldogs, Broncos. The Raiders probably have a better draw than the Broncos. I'd give this a 7. I'll try and get through these fairly quickly. Actually, I'm going to delete them while I can. Okay, the Bulldogs. Now, a team that I think should be improved. But I don't really know. Teams they play twice. We've got the Panthers, Rabbitohs, Sea Eagles. Not the nicest draw there. Eels twice. Again, second half of the season. Depends if they have another choke season. Parramatta. Storm once is interesting. I thought they'd actually have them more with Josh Adokar swapping clubs. I thought that'd be double. Hello, NRL Wizard. Liam says my tutor still hasn't got to my house. Let's go. Nice. Better draw than last year for the Broncos. I can't even remember. I guess it is better. You'd know. And Wacko Jacko, welcome. Not bad. They've got 0 Thursday games, the Bulldogs. That's interesting. And 1 Monday game. I saw they are going to Monday. 11 Sunday games is ridiculous. But their first 5 games are on a Sunday, so... But 11 Sunday games is ridiculous. What is your question, Wacko Jacko? But that's ridiculous. 11 Sunday games. That's probably the most out of any. It's an okay draw. I mean, if you look at this right here, these 4 weeks are ridiculous. That's just mean. Is the Black home or away? Oh, it's away, so they've got mainly away games in that period too. Ouch, that's painful. Won't lie, that's painful, but you never know. Could pull off an upset in that period. That's when you learn your best against the tough sides. So I would say there's a chance, but I don't really know. So that is the Bulldogs. I'd give that probably 7 as well. Oh, with that patch, I'll drop it to like a 6. How do you get that PFP? What the? PFP for your NRL account? For me, you can't do that. I probably made it ages ago. I don't really remember how to, but I think if you just log in on your Google account, it should show up. Mr. Ash Fazbear, hello. Storm, then Panthers. Yeah, not the easiest draw, and the Rabbitohs as well. Sharks have got the Storm, Seagulls. That's, well, for the top 4 sides, it's not too bad. And the Knights, Titans as the rest of the top 8. They've only got 4 top 8 sides, so that would mean, no. Who have they got? 4 top 8 sides there. I'm losing my mind here a bit, maybe. I don't even know anymore. Who made... I'm losing my mind. Where's the Roosters then? Where are the Roosters? Are the Roosters here, or am I just blind? I don't think the Roosters are even on it, but they do play the Roosters. I don't even think they're on this, but okay. Interesting. Anyway, well, the Sharks, I will look at this then, because I don't know. But start off with the Raiders. Interesting. They don't really have a patch that's too difficult. From what I can see here, it's actually a pretty good draw for them, in my opinion. They have like a few difficult games throughout the way, but it's pretty easy throughout. So I'd say that's a pretty good draw for the Sharks. I'll give that an 8. They've got I'll give that an 8. That's a pretty good draw for them, in my opinion. Roosters aren't yet there. Yeah, exactly. Weird. Titans, yuck. Anyway, Seagulls twice. Let's go. Ooh, they've actually gotten very lucky here. 3 top 8 sides. They play twice. That's a lucky draw for the Titans. And then they got Storm, Panthers, Rabbitohs, Roosters once. That is the luckiest. I think this is the luckiest draw so far, if I'm being honest. Storm, Panthers, Rabbitohs, Roosters once. You can't get much luckier than that. Mostly Saturday games, which is kind of to be expected. I would say the Titans are a Saturday/Sunday team. So 18 games on Saturday or Sunday. I would say that's about right. They've gotten lucky here, I won't lie. They've got a pretty lucky draw here. The Titans, I'd give this one probably a 9. I think they've got a pretty lucky draw going off that. Manly, my team. This isn't even the same thing, but I'm going on this because I'll get into more depth because this is my team. If you want to get into more depth, just go to your club's website. There should be an in-depth review on your club's thingo. But several blockbuster home games. Now, we have just 3 home games in our first 12, I think. But then we have a bunch in, like, round 13 to 18. It's weird. No, we don't. No, we do. We open the season against the Panthers, but not a brookie. So our first 2 games are away, which is a bit unfortunate. But the Panthers on a Thursday night and the Roosters on a Friday night. It's not the easiest start. I'm not loving the start, but our start last season wasn't too easy either. We only have 10 games at home at brookie. And then I think 2 are counted as home games, but not really. That would be against the Broncos at the Suncorp and the Raiders at Mudgee, which we'll get to later on. But here we go. Here are the home games. I'll consider going to some of these. I want to go to more games, so hopefully I can. Bulldogs in round 3. Titans, Tigers, Warriors, Cowboys, Storm, Knights, Roosters, Eels, and Sharks at home. Some solid games there. Teams we play once: the Panthers, Broncos, Warriors, Cowboys, Rabbitohs, Dragons. So Panthers, Rabbitohs, really the only 2 like top tier teams from last season if we're going off that. And then we play Bulldogs twice, Eels, Knights, Raiders, Roosters, Sharks, Storm, Tigers, Titans. Roosters and Storm, probably the standouts there. Not terrible, if you're looking at that. Oh, there we go, it says right here. 2 matches in Mudgee and Brisbane as the home games. A bit unfortunate, but I'm not going to keep complaining. I've complained so long about that now. Gotta kind of give up on that. Ash, no, I don't appreciate that. Why do they always list Manly as the home team? I don't know. I think Joey said it was something about like a thing we signed. But it's a bit disappointing. We just waste a home game on that, but there you go. Solid. I'm not too disappointed with the draw. I'll give it like a 7. Because it's still a little hard with the teams we play once, but not terrible overall. I don't want notifications from the Storm. The Storm play the Panthers, Rabbitohs, Seagulls, Roosters twice. That is an L. But they are the Storm, so I don't know if it matters too much to them. But yeah, that's a tough teams they play twice list. Teams they play once, there's not really any standouts on this list, if I'm being honest. They have gotten a bit unlucky here, the Melbourne Storm. But these hard teams are fairly spread out, so I think it's like, for them, that's probably not too bad. But if we're going off hard teams that you're playing, I'd probably give this as like the worst one so far. I'd give it probably like a 5, because they have all of these tough sides to play. Even the Eels I'd include, because they play them early on, which is when they're the best. So yeah, I don't know, weird. But pretty difficult for them. The Knights, Panthers, Seagulls, Roosters, that's pretty difficult. Storm, Rabbitohs once, and Eels, that's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. We got Manly together, which is kind of cool. But overall for the Knights, that's a pretty solid draw. These 3 again standouts. I would probably give them a 6, maybe a 7. 6.5. Cowboys, who really need to improve this season. They got the Panthers and Roosters as the standouts twice. That is not too difficult for them, in my opinion. Storm, Rabbitohs, Seagulls, Eels once. That's a good draw for the Cowboys, if I'm being honest. I'd give them probably an 8.5. I think they've gotten a pretty nice draw. Pretty nice draw for the old Cowboys. I would be happy to be a Cowboys fan if I saw this. Eels, Parramatta. Look at this. Nice little art there. It's kind of cool. I don't know what this is. Here we go. They've got Titans, Storm, Panthers. Just go through the standouts. Storm, Panthers, Roosters, Rabbitohs, Manly twice. Ouch. Ouch. Storm, Panthers, Roosters, Rabbitohs, Manly. That's an L. That's a big L, actually. And the Bulldogs, who will be, I would say, improved. I'm not too sure. I'd assume they would be. Sharks. No standouts in the teams they play once. That's an L for the Eels. That's a shocking draw. That's probably a 5 with Melbourne, if I'm being honest. They've got some difficult teams to play twice. Some tough teams for not Melbourne, the Eels. 2 Monday games, wow. 3 Thursdays, 6 Fridays, 8 Saturdays, 5 Sundays. It's pretty spread out, so good job for the Eels there. But the draw is difficult. They're really going to have to earn a top 8 spot, no doubt, this season. Penrith, the reigning premiers, we move on to them. They've got the Storm, Rabbitohs, Roosters, Eels, all twice. Again, they're going to need a difficult draw, coming off a premiership win. Of course, we need to make it a little difficult for them, and I think the NRL definitely have done that. So, a fairly difficult draw. Manly, Titans, Sharks, Dragons, Tigers, Broncos once. 10 Friday games. That's probably the most of any team. Friday and Saturday, probably the best days for games, so they've gotten pretty lucky there. But, yeah, Origin period is when they fell apart, so that would be a test. Not terrible, but not great. I'd probably give that a 6. But Panthers are the Panthers, and they'll probably still find a way to make that easy. Rabbitohs have got Storm, Panthers, Roosters, Eels. Okay. Not too bad, but also not easy. Not well, my voice is not having it today. COVID maybe. No, hopefully not. Anyway, Storm, Panthers, Roosters, probably the hardest out of those. Again, not the easiest for the Bunnies, but they are the Bunnies. Although I don't know how well they'll go this season. That's the question. 6. Yeah, 6. Dragons, I don't really care about the Dragons. We'll run through it. They got Rabbitohs, Roosters. Pretty simple draw there, if I'm being honest. Storm, Panthers, Manly, Eels just once. They've gotten lucky. I'll give that an 8. I think they're pretty lucky there. Roosters, who I think will do quite well in next season. Storm, Panthers, Rabbitohs, Manly twice is a big L. And again, no standout. So a bit like the Storm. Probably not the nicest draw for the Roosters, but if they're going to be good next season, they're going to have to earn these wins. And I think without injuries, they should be making the top 4 realistically. So yeah, Roosters, I'll give them like a 5 for their draw. I think it's quite hard, but they are the Roosters. They know what they're doing. They'll probably get it done. Storm, Panthers, Rabbitohs, all twice for the Warriors. Just Manly and the Roosters and the Eels as their once. Solid, probably 6, maybe 7, 6.5 I'll give them. And the Tigers, Rabbitohs, Manly, Eels, Knights, all that. Okay. Storm, Panthers, Roosters once is pretty nice. I'll give them a 7.5. But that is it for all that stuff. We're going to move on to the actual draw now. Some of the draw templates put out are really cool. Yes, I agree. Panthers v Manly kicks off the season, and in my opinion, a very good way to kick off the season, even though we tend to struggle in round 1. But if the Panthers don't have Cleary, could make things very interesting here. The greatest logo in the competition, and the stupid Brandon premiers that I don't like. But no, anyway, 21 out of 36 wins for the Panthers in our history. Well, previous meetings, I did go to that game. Shocking. Panthers form just a bit better than ours. Yeah, I'm not going to go through this for every game, but just it's a season opener. Hopefully it's not dead like some of the previous ones we've had. Last year's was pretty good. The year before was terrible. Bulldogs and Eels. 2019's, I can't even remember what 2019 was. I think it was Storm and Broncos. But yeah, probably actually that would be an okay game, but I think this will be decent. Raiders, Sharks, Broncos, Rabbitohs. Everyone, including myself, thought this would be the opener, but it didn't happen. Friday night, don't mind it. Roosters, Knights, nice game there at the SCG. Warriors, Dragons at Sunshine Coast. Combank Stadium, hopefully not another 66-16, hopefully 72-16. Hopefully. Eels, Titans, 2 games in a row at what was formerly known as Bankwest Stadium, and the Cowboys, Bulldogs closes off the round. Solid. Again, decent round. Storm and the Bunnies kick off round 2. Some bad memories coming from Rabbitohs fans there, I would assume. But a good way to kick off the round. I always like this game. I think it's a good one. Dragons, Panthers is a meh. Roosters, Manly, solid. I think that'll be a decent game. Titans, Warriors it's okay. Sharks and Eels is decent. Cowboys, Raiders, yeah, that's alright. Knights, Tigers is okay at McDonald Jones Stadium. 4:05 PM, that tends to be a decent matchup. And then this game, I don't think anyone would really care about unless you're a Broncos or Bulldogs fan. But hopefully they put on a show. Lately it's just been the Broncos kind of smashing them. So hopefully they make that decent. There's a shocking way to kick off round 3. Very early on for that. I feel like they should have that during the mid-season when no one really cares too much. That's a shocking way to start the round in my opinion. Tigers, Warriors, this is a really bad first 2 games. Rabbitohs Roosters saves it a bit. Then we got Panthers and Knights at 3 p.m. is an interesting time frame for that, but it is at Bathurst, so maybe that is why. So that's our first regional game, I think. Storm Eels at 5:30, another interesting time slot for that. And then we got Raiders and Titans on that Saturday night. Broncos and Cowboys at 4:05 p.m. is also another interesting one. I'm sure these time frames for this round are interesting. And Manly Bulldogs, that's probably a normal time frame, I'd say, for this type of game. At 6:15, their third one in a row for the doggies. We got the Titans and Tigers kicking off round 4. Another shocker. What is that? Sure, they had a different game. Like, that could have... Or even this. They could have swapped this for that, surely. That's devastating. That's an absolute stinker. Hello, Shaneko. Apologise if I pronounced that wrong. Sharks Knights at 6 p.m. at PointsBet Stadium. They return, I believe. So that's cool. Panthers and Rabbitohs, the premiers, get to host the grand final rematch, the first of 2 this season. Hopefully the crowd's alive for that one on the 1st of April too. Nice. We got Warriors Broncos solid at Redcliffe. Very interesting. But aren't they playing most of their games in Queensland? I think they moved there for this season. Manly Raiders in Mudgee. So we played the Titans actually in Mudgee last season. We get to play the Raiders there this season. That's kind of our second home ground now it's becoming. It's Thursday, not many people watch it, true. But still, I feel like moving this game, I guess, because this is at Mudgee, they can't. Okay, well, I guess it makes sense, but... Cowboys Roosters closes off the round. We got Storm and Bulldogs at 4:05 p.m. I will definitely watch that game. I'm actually quite interested to see how this game turns out. Hopefully it's not a Storm thrashing, but definitely could be. And the Eels and Dragons, solid way to close off the round there. Now this is an interesting one. Knights and Manly start off round 5 on a Thursday night. I'm not sure about that. I think it should be a televised game, but 4:05 definitely suits this time slot. This game. No doubt about that. Warriors, Cowboys, your probably classic Friday 6 p.m. game again at Redcliffe. I guess that's their home ground then. Broncos, Roosters on a Friday night. Yeah, that's to be expected, I'd say. That should be a decent game. Wagga Wagga gets the Raiders and Storm. So Raiders again going back there for a regional game. That's a nice game for them. Rabbitohs Dragons at Stadium Australia. Hopefully there's games in Sydney. I really want to go to some games. Bus Super Stadium. Titans and Eels. Got Sharks Tigers at 4:05 p.m. and then the Bulldogs Panthers, a weird time slot again for this. But I would move this to a different time, but I don't know. I feel like that could be a better game than maybe they're making it out to be. But round 6. Raiders Cowboys. Yeah, okay. Interesting again, but I don't mind it. Rabbitohs Bulldogs, the classic 4 p.m. on, I believe, Easter Friday. We got Panthers and Broncos on the Friday. Manly and the Titans at 5:30 p.m. I would love to go to this game. I think it would be in the holidays, so yeah, definitely want to go to that game. Storm Sharks, not bad. On the Saturday night there. Roosters and Warriors, I believe this is the first game back now at a 2 p.m. Dragons, Knights, 4:05, and then the Monday holds the Eels and Tigers once again. Sharks Manly kick off round 7 at PointsBet Stadium. I like that. So we get 2 Thursday games, and no we don't, never mind. Gone too quick for this. Broncos Bulldogs get a Friday night. Woof. Okay. Interesting. So no 6 p.m. game here. Oh, because of this. I don't get this at all. But we'll get onto that in a bit. Cowboys, Titans, Tigers, Rabbitohs, Knights, Eels, Panthers, Raiders. 4:05, that'll be good. Then the Monday games on Anzac Day. I don't know why they've made this at 7 p.m. Is that at... Because New Zealand time, isn't that like 9-10 p.m? No one's going to be watching that in New Zealand. I don't know what's happened there, but okay. Sure. There you go, Warriors. Broncos Sharks round 8 kicking off. Titans Panthers, that'll be a good game for footy. Rabbitohs Manly at the Central Coast on our Friday night. That's an interesting one. I won't announce all of these now because pretty bored of me just yelling them out, but a solid round this one. I think this will be game of the round. Rabbitohs Broncos face off once again, round 9, shades of 50-0 for the Bunnies on a Thursday night. Watch out for that. Panthers Eels is good. Manly Tigers. I might go to that game. We'll see how we go. Solid round. I thought I said Pertec. I was like, what? That's my game of the round. Magic round. Here we go. So yeah, we host the Broncos in the dumbest way possible. Magic round. It's okay. That's a terrible way to finish it off, but solid magic round in my opinion. I don't hate that at all. That's probably the game of the round. Weird way to kick off. Boring game there. Solid Friday night game. Probably this would be my game of the round. Roosters, or even that. Wait, that's a weird time slot, but it's in Dubbo. Again, a regional game. They kind of have to chuck it there. So that's basically what we've got going. Thursday night. Oh gosh. And this is heading into Origin period too. So this would be a must-win game, I reckon, around the time. Storm Manly on a Thursday night in Amy Park, Melbourne. Panthers Cowboys. Yeah. That'll be interesting. So much to say about these games, to be honest. It's just kind of, because I don't know what to expect at this point. But as time goes on in the season, we'll kind of work out what is going to be a great game. I mean, this could be a possible grand final, and we have no idea. Like, oh gosh, what have I done here? I don't want to join the Panthers. We get a Saturday night against the Warriors. Again, no one's probably gonna. Oh, it's Saturday night, so maybe. But is anyone really gonna watch this? if you're a Warriors, I don't know. Terrible Thursday night game. Oh no, it's a Friday night. That's even worse. Terrible Friday night game. Why is it I don't even know what's happening at this point. Sunday 2 PM against the Tigers. That's expected. Another Monday game. Is that the Queen's birthday Monday game? I believe it is. Yeah, that's again more expected. Why are they giving the Warriors Sunday night games and Monday night games? I don't really understand it too much. Terrible way to kick off the round. Solid-ish. Not really. No, it's pretty boring. But I'm a Manly fan, so there's bias there. Okay game. Yeah, I mean, it's at Coffs Harbour. So there you go. Sharkies host the Titans there again, but this time on a Saturday. Probably a bit more enjoyable. And Mount Smart Stadium in Auckland, they make their return against the Penrith Panthers in round 15. Hopefully that goes ahead for the Warriors. Fingers crossed it will. Okay, Joey, don't say that. 4 PM Monday game, wow, straight after school. Yeah, I mean, that would be kind of cool, I guess. Well, I'm going to get home and it's just going to be on. Or is it? No, actually, Pete, I think it's day off, so I don't think we are going to school. Yeah. Exactly what Ash said. So, yeah, hopefully that goes ahead for the Warriors and they get to go back to Auckland. Eels and Roosters. Saturday night, that'll be good. Okay round there. Manly Panthers, I really want to go to this game, but Thursday night, actually, maybe there won't be school. If there's not school, or it's during Origin period, we probably will have so many players out. But if it's during school holidays, and we're, I guess, full strength with turbo and whatnot, then I'll definitely want to go to this game. If we're under strength, I'll still consider going, but it might not be as enjoyable, because obviously you want the full strength sides going ahead in this type of game. Even though we got smashed in finals, hopefully not again. This is going to be a great game if the Roosters can stay in full strength mode. Rabbitohs Eels on a Saturday night is great. What is happening with the Cowboys Broncos games? Why not Friday night or something? I mean, I get, like, this definitely deserves it over that, but still, surely they fit it in somewhere. But no, they've got it on a Sunday at 4:05 and a Saturday at 5:30. So some weird times for that, but okay. Dingo, my birthday is July 30, remember that, okay. I'll remember that when we get to July 30. Sharks, Storm, good way to kick off the round in my opinion. Or awful Saturday night. Okay, no, I thought it was Friday night. That's a solid Friday night game. I know NRL Dry Stuff is attending that, so hopefully that goes well for Jai. Hopefully, I just want games in Sydney really the whole year. That would be ideal. And then they close off the round with that game. So our bye is round 17. Okie dokie with that. Cowboys and Sharks start round 18. I assume this is coming off of a State of Origin, perhaps. And this one would be as well. So yeah, coming off State of Origin, no Thursday night games. We've got the Knights. Hopefully we can get some players backing up, but I doubt it if we're trying to keep Tom, in his good shape, in fitness mode. I kind of misspelled, I don't know what I'm saying. Pete, sexy, not random. Okay. Storm Raiders, Bulldogs, Rabbitohs close off that round. Again, a decent round. Not really much to say. Eels, Broncos, a good way to kick off the round. There, Dragons, Manly would be kind of dead in my opinion, but I'm a Manly fan, so that kind of saves it. Knights, Roosters, solid Friday night game. 5:30, Panthers, Sharks is interesting. A Saturday night for Rabbitohs and Storm, I don't mind that. Although I feel like it has to be televised if you're having this game, but apparently Channel 9 said no. Well, the NRL said no. Round 20, we're getting near the end of the season. Manly, Roosters on a Thursday night. I want to go to this game. I assume we'll be in full strength, so I'd happily go to this one. I think that'll be a pretty good game. Warriors v Storm. Mount Smart, that'll be okay in my opinion. Eels, Panthers, Friday night is good. That's a decent game. That's meh. That's alright, and that's pretty bad too. Round 21, Roosters, Broncos. Yeah, decent. Storm, Titans, decent. Manly, Eels, solid. I'd love to go to that game. Rabbitohs, Warriors is, yeah, that's okay. Raiders, Panthers, decent. Sharks, Dragons is pretty dead nowadays. Bulldogs, Cowboys in Bundaberg. That's Salter Oval. Okay. Tigers, Knights at 4:05. Finish the round. We didn't get to Joey's birthday. I forgot. Joey, your birthday is this one. You don't have the greatest game, but as a Broncos fan, I guess you can be happy that it's on your birthday. Bruh, Titans versus Broncos get Saturday night. Bruh, Cows versus Broncos doesn't, bruh. Stupid. It is stupid, I'll be honest, but look, I don't hate the draw. I think it's solid. And this is a great game. I love this game. This game's always good. Panthers, Storm, we saw what happened last time they played in Penrith. Had an absolute ripper. Eels, right? Oh, this is a great round already. These two games just already make this round absolutely beautiful. Roosters, Cowboys, beautiful. That's pretty decent. Alex Glenn's retirement game was that one this year. And we close it off with this game, hopefully another 56-24, but you never know. Panthers get Rabbitohs the week after. Who did they have before this? Raiders, okay, well. Rabbitohs, grand final rematch this time, where it should have been last year, but it wasn't, at Stadium Australia. We kind of get what could have been the grand final in round 23. Broncos Storm on a Friday night. This Saturday is okay. I would love to go to this game. I'd love to go really every home game, but obviously I can't really do that. Well, I could, but I don't know. Canberra at a 3 PM game is weird, but I don't mind that. I think that's quite cool. But interesting. I feel like we never play the Raiders on a Saturday at 3 PM, but happy to change things up, see how it goes. Yeah, it's a decent round. Close it off with that. I don't mind that at all. I think that's probably game of the round. Could even be that. I don't know. Eels Storm, always a pretty decent game. This is the final round, jeez. Bulldogs Manly. I'm happy to finish the season with the Bulldogs. Hopefully we can beat them. Wouldn't like to lose to the good old doggies. Roosters versus Rabbitohs at TBA. That could be at Allianz if they finish it in time. Fingers crossed they do. I'd love to see that. But you never know. You never know. That's always a good game though. That's a solid day. If the Bulldogs have a good season, then I think Manly v Dogs would be cool. General loves putting Broncos games on my birthday as well. Maybe you request it, Joey. Cowboys Panthers. Why is that the game that finishes off the season? What is going on? That's such a dead game to finish off the season. Okay, well, it can't be as bad as Tigers v Bulldogs, I guess. But, alright, and that takes us into finals footy, and we don't really know what's going to happen from there. Also, if you haven't seen State of Origin, then here it is. 8th of June is at ANZ, or Stadium Australia as they now call it. Blues v Maroons, then Optus Stadium in Perth gets game 2, followed by Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. Have they reset the ladder yet or not? No, they haven't. Well, we'll soak in this while we can. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is the 2022 NRL draw. Let me know what you guys think. What would you rate the draw? You want to see the NRLW? Sure, let's have a look at that. I haven't even seen it yet. Here it is. I'm still doing the origin. Oh, okay. 12 PM. How many rounds are there? Oh, there's only 5. Damn. But 27th of Feb, geez. Fairly close, but they're all going into the same kind of like day of stuff. So they're all on the same day. There's more teams, which is kind of good now. So we've got the Titans, Dragons, Roosters, Broncos, Knights, Eels. All televised games, which is kind of cool. Knights v Broncos, Roosters v Titans, Dragons v Eels. Broncos are normally OP, I believe, in NRLW. Roosters, Knights, Broncos, Dragons, Eels, Titans. So they're bringing these to kind of... Why is this at Combank Stadium? Got no idea why it's there, but okay. Seabus gets Titans, Broncos, Eels, Roosters at McDonald Jones. What are these venues? Is it because they're just trying to get... I don't know. Weird. And they finish. That's a better way to finish than the actual NRL. Well, I say that this is the actual NRL, but like the men's NRL. Why don't we get a game like this? I'm disappointed, but that's a good way to finish. So the NRLW will go into. Oh, okay. So, I guess the regular NRL season starts at like 4 on these days. I'm not really sure how it works, but yeah, there you go. That's decent. That's decent. Less than SRL, yeah, true. SRL, by the way, lovely competition. We don't know if really anyone watching except you two at the moment, but that's the draw. Again, let me know what you guys think of that. I think it's decent. I'm pretty happy with that draw overall. The best round, if I had to pick one, I don't even know. It's hard to really judge, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with the draw. Let me know what you guys think. If you're watching this after, you probably aren't because it's a long stream. If you're even bothered to get through the whole thing. But that is where I'm going to end it. This beautiful game right here. Fingers crossed we can at least put up a solid fight. I'm going to end it here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to those who hopped on the stream. It's my first stream in ages. Actually, it was a couple months since I did the last one. But we do have some streams coming up. Magic Round the best, yeah, probably actually. There's some good games there. I'm going to end it. I've said that about 10 times, but I'm actually going to end it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.